everyone, and welcome to Dragontrail Seaside. This is round 6. It's the final round of Mini Madness. This is the highlight video, and what a highlight video we have for you. So, Dragontrail Seaside, obviously there is only one layout, or you could argue two if you want to include Dragontrail Gardens. Now, Seaside is a 3.2 mile circuit with 17 corners. Now, it's not necessarily 17 corners in these minis, but there's 17 corners all the same. Several key corners on here. Of course, turn 2, which is technically turn 1, the chicane. Lots of moves into there. Heavy acceleration into heavy braking zone. So prepared to see a lot of moves into there. Same again at turn number 11, the hairpin. Lots of moves downhill as well. Expect to see some dives into there. And then following on from that corner, we of course have several corners, otherwise known as the chicane of death. More like the chicane of slight injury here, because the minis are slightly smaller. But even so, it's still a risk to go side by side through that chicane. So do keep an eye out for that. And then finally we have the last corner, the right-hander. Again, heavy acceleration into heavy braking. Expect to see moves into that corner. We have 36 competitors competing across 3 splits here. A little quieter than usual, mainly because this round was run near Christmas. Qualifying is going to be a 5 minutes length as always. We're then going to have a sprint race of 3 laps, followed by a feature race of 9 laps, which is also a reverse grid. Remember that one. Now, in terms of the video on demands, they're all below. They're slightly edited, of course, for YouTube, just to shorten them down a little bit. But if you want to check out a full race, all the action from a given race here, do check them out below. But without further ado, let's start with what happened in round 6 in Mini Madness. We have 5 red lights, and we're racing here with Mini Madness. Monte's had a terrible start here. Trevor Nick's had an absolutely brilliant start there, and trying to go down the inside of Monte. Can we have a better camera, please, director? Here we go. So Jomas does keep that lead, and it's actually Dave up into P2, Trevor Nook into P3. Monte's had an absolute shock of a start. Buglar's in there as well. Lewis is down the middle in the mid pack there as we head towards the first corner for the first time. It's going to be Jomas from Dave, and somebody's got huge connection issues there. That looks like Buglar. Hopefully that settles down shortly as somebody's gone out further back, but it's Jomas and Dave from Trevor Nick. Lewis up into P4 now, so that qualifying is being recovered at the moment. But further back, my word, there's all sorts going on here. And I think Buglar's actually realised he's got a few connection issues there because he's dropped well to the back, getting out of everybody's way. So, you know, that's fair play from Buglar. And a good little battle here. Further back, we've got Herm having a fight with Adamore as well. Look at that, they're 3 wide. Super Dragon's in the mix as well. And they're going to be 3 wide into the first corner. Very dangerous as we enter that first corner. Super Dragon on the inside. Magic's here trying to get involved as well. And Herms ran a little bit deep there. A little bit deep. Chelderby's had to take a bit of avoiding action as well. And Herm back on circuit nice and safely. Let's jump to the lead battle now because Dave is going through down the inside of Jomas here as they head towards the flat out right-hander, the kink. And then into the sharp braking zone. It looks like Dave's going to get this done. Dave into the braking zone. Gets it done up into P1 there. Brilliant move there by Dave. Obviously got to run out the first chicane. Brilliant action here so far in this morning split. And a big battle's going on throughout as Trevor Nick gets it a little bit wrong there. Lewis trying to go down the inside here. Going to be on the outside, but then the inside for the next one. Let's see what happens here. Lewis is going to get it done up into P3. What a move. And Monte's trying to get into the action as well in the Jaffa Cake machine. And Lewis is trying to now defend for his life here. He needs every position to try and get on that podium. And Jomas, all he needs to do is try and get a maximum score. It's going to be very tense as we head towards the right-hander once again for the penultimate time here in the sprint race. It's Dave from Jomas, Lewis, Trevor Nick, Monte's in there as well. Chelby go for a move on Super Dragon down the inside in the braking zone. Looks like he's going to get it done. I'm not sure whether there's a little bit of contact there or not. For the final time in this sprint race, when we've got a feature race coming up of 9 laps. But Jomas, Dave side by side, and Lewis looking to try and get that slipstream. Gets it done. Lewis up into P2 here. Is he going to make a move on Jomas? Not yet. Into the braking zone we go. They all survive. Brilliant racing here. Absolutely fantastic stuff from these guys. Monte looking for the run there on Trevor Nick. That was a beautiful move there. Gets the run on Trevor Nick, but Trevor Nick's going to have the slipstream, so Monte may have to fall in behind here, and does indeed there. Everybody survives the first race chicane of death, but Lewis is all over the back of Jomas. Jomas is going to have to defend for his life here, and Lewis is going to go for it. Here we go, some smart racing from LTR Lewis as we head towards the last corner in this sprint race. Who is going to get the victory here? Into the braking zone there, side by side. A little bit of contact there, I think, but through they go. Lewis is going to take the first victory here. Or is he? It's going to be Slipstream battle towards the line. It's going to be very, very close as we head there now. Slipstream's going to take effect. Dave's going to be in there potentially, but Jomas looking. No, it's going to be Lewis. LGR Lewis is going to get it. It's going to be close. It's going to be very close, but Lewis gets it on the line. It's going to be LGR Lewis from Jomas, Dave, Trevor, Nick, Monte, Super Dragon, Chelderby, Adam Moore, Magic's here, heading through the pack, already going to be fighting for P3 into the braking zone here for the first time. Jomas is up there as well, as is Lewis. Into the braking zone we go, and they all survived that first corner. Absolutely lovely stuff there. We'll try and have a look at some of the starts, see who did make up the most positions there. Lewis already up into P6, already made the move on Jomas here. That's critical as we continue on. Remember, Jomas is on a pad as well, so I'll give him a little bit of credit there, and lacking sleep, but they're too wide into the kink. Through we go. Try and get the pass done on Herm as well. Herm trying to get in that slipstream. Not going to quite work. Lewis gets his nose in there. So Lewis potentially going to go up to P3 here with that slipstream and gets the job done. Herm trying to jump straight back in here. Trying to get in front of Jomas. Is it going to work? It doesn't quite. Jomas is going to get it done as well. Herm loses a couple of positions there with that defense. Let's see what happens as we go through the race. But look further back. My word, look at this. They're 5 wide into the first corner. That doesn't work. That definitely doesn't work. But they all survive. Oh, Dave's had a bit of a shocker there. An absolute shocker into the first corner. But they all come out of it surviving. Little side-by-side moments here. Let's jump to that lead battle. Lewis looks down the inside here. Oh, Trevor Nick into that last corner. Look at that weight transfer there. Gets it done beautifully there. Lewis into P1 for now. Trevor Nick looking to try and get the run. As we have Lewis under all sorts of pressure on Buglar now. Jomas giving Buglar the slipstream as well. They're 2x2 heading towards the first corner. Lewis trying to go around the outside. Doesn't quite work. Jomas keeps that position for now. Trevor Nick looking to get on the inside of Buglar. But Buglar's going to have the slipstream here. And it's at the most critical point as well with a change of gear. I think Lewis is backed off. Do you now? That's interesting. Who is going to win this race, guys? Who is going to win this race? There are 4 drivers currently in the action. Trevor Nick still on the inside here. Going to get the move done here. Trevor Nick stayed on the inside throughout there. Lovely bit of driving there from Trevor Nick, and up into P3 he goes. A little bit of ping it in there as well. 2-3 wide. Right, let me quickly have a look at these points. Who has the most to gain out of these top 4? So we got 2x2 into the chicane of slight injury. Now this is going to be very sketchy if there are any more than 2 wide here as they go in. They all survive. A round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. 2x2, they make it work. Every one of these drivers. Huge round of applause. They're going to be 3-4 wide here. Everyone's trying to make space. Use your radar, guys. Use your radar. They're 3 wide heading towards the last corner here. And Trevor Nick's up into P2. I'll see if we can catch that. Monte up into P7. Let's jump to that battle now. Here we go. It's slipstream. Jomas getting tactical as well. So let me have a look at these points. So where is Trevor? Trevor Nick would gain an absolute fortune here if he won. And Buglar would get even more. Wow. So those two would gain significantly from a win here. And Trevor Nick is trying to get that win as they head towards turn 1 here. Trevor Nick up into P2. Lewis is trying to go for some major cutback here, I'm sure. Is it going to quite work out? No, it's not. Trevor Nick still on the inside here. But they're all going to have slipstream as they leave through that corner. And let's have a look what's happening. Trevor Nick still on that inside. Lewis is going to have the slipstream here. But going to be on the outside. Trevor Nick's going to keep that position, I'm sure. Into the braking zone we go. Trevor Nick is going to keep that position. Into P2 he goes. Right, I want to have a look and see if we can have a look at this. Lewis going to try and go around the outside at turn 1 here. We're on the penultimate lap. Let's see what happens. Into turn 1 we go. Lewis around the outside. Is it going to work out? Oh, it is. Oh, my word. What a move by Lewis. Round the outside at turn 1. Gets the move done there. Up into P2 once again. Superb move there. Absolutely superb move. Yeah, that's Herm's 223. I said he'd get the fastest start. That's boost coming into play there. That's why you have boost on, just to allow people to catch up. Although it will be being removed in the next series that we do. But Lewis looking down the inside of Jomas now. Is it going to quite work out here? Oh, a little bit of contact there. They both survive here. But Lewis up into P1. And is pulling away as well. So Lewis is going to get that P1 position for now. But Jomas is actually catching up here. A better gear change potentially. As Jomas is going to be on the inside for the S's here. They're going to have to give each other a little bit of space. Through the S's we go. Look at it side by side. Look at that. That looks brilliant. And Lewis is going to be on the inside now. Through they go. They're still side by side. A little bit of contact there as the weight transfer shifts. Thomas into the lead here. And Trevor Nick and Buglar, they're going to get in on the action here. On the penultimate lap, we're going to head down towards the right hand of the hairpin, essentially. It's going to be Thomas, Lewis, Trevor Nick, Buglar, who's going to make the move into the hairpin. Lewis goes for the big dive. He goes for the send. Doesn't quite work out. Thomas tries to maintain the speed there. Oh my word. Buglar's on the inside now as well. They're going to be 3 wide as they leave that corner. It's all going wrong for Lewis at the moment as we head towards the chicane of slight injury. I love that name. Thanks for that, Rascal. And they're going to be line astern potentially. No, Buglar's up in there. Lewis has gone from, what, third to first to fourth, all in the space of a lap. I'm not sure what the heck's going on here. Lewis does keep that position though. Well defended by Lewis there. These drivers, let's jump to that lead battle now because it's all on here. And the final Trevor Nick going for the move down the inside. Doesn't quite work. Oh, a little bit of contact there. I think they just broke a little bit early. Trevor Nick decided to back out of it. Oh, that's put Thomas in the gravel. Oh my word. Lewis is up into P2, so all sorts of action happening there. We'll have to try and see if we can have a look at that. But Lewis now up into P2, potentially going to be into P1. Oh my word, this is a moving century. In towards the braking zone here. Thomas. Oh, Lewis goes for the send. He's licked it. He's licked the stamp. Thomas tried to defend from it as well. Oh, he's on the dirt. Thomas is on the dirt here. Oh, Lewis is going to be side by side with Thomas here. Who has got the speed here? It looks like Thomas has just got it here as they pull in line astern here. For the last time they go through the chicane of slight injury. Who is going to be your victor here? Let's find out. Through we go. Line astern. Slipstream's going to play an impact in towards that last corner here. Thomas still leading that pack. As they go through, nobody wants to risk it there. Nobody gets even close to that barrier. Thomas goes defensive here. Oh, look at that shift in weight. So Lewis is now going to have to go around the outside. Thomas is defending. Buglar's in there as well. Buglar's going to have the slipstream. And Buglar's going to have potentially the move of the century if he can go around the outside here. As they come in towards the braking zone. They're side by side. Thomas goes defensive. Lewis goes very extreme. Oh my word. Lewis has lost out on the podium. Lewis has lost out on the podium. It's all over for Lewis. It's all over for Lewis. Lewis is not going to get on that podium, but they continue towards the line here. It's Buglar. It's Thomas. It's Trevor Nick. It looks like Thomas is going to get it just from Buglar. Oh, it's going to be close. Oh, how close was that between those drivers? My word. What a race there between those 4 drivers. Well, we can't actually see what happened at the end because it was so close. But here we go. Charlie and Super Dragon heading towards the line here. They're going to be so close. Oh, it's coming down as well. 8 thousandths, 6 thousandths, 11 thousandths at the end. Super Dragon just gets it actually with all the ping worked out. Super Dragon just gets it there from Chalderby, Adamo, Dave, Monte. And then further back we have Magic's here. Coming across the line, and then Herm's had a bit of a shocker at the end there. I'm not sure what happened to Herm. Going forward here as we head towards the first corner, Zakave is side by side with, who is that further back? It's Din, and Mikey's in there as well. Head towards the first corner, Alex keeps it. Oh, Garmio Bees goes for a late move there, and Rats is going to keep that position for now, but it's all nice and clean there through the first corner. I'd have to work out exactly how much he needs, but it's a little bit less. Oh my word, they are 4 wide further back going into the S's. This isn't going to be good at all. They all nearly survive. Oh, there's going to be a little bit of catch here. Oh my word, team into 51. It's all sorts of sideways. Oh, they survived just, my word, 4 wide into the S's. You do not see that very often as they head towards the chicane for the first time. Oh, there we are, contact there with team into 51 as well. But into the chicane, there you go. There's GT Alex, there's Rats. And there is everybody else. Oh, side by side, Saints and Rapid GT. Oh, our first death in a race is Rapid GT into the barrier there. 2 into 1 is very hard to do, and it doesn't quite work out here. As we approach the chicane again, I wanted to have a look at that incident earlier on lap 1, but I don't think we're going to get a chance here. It's constant action as Quinton is side by side with Beans. Now Quinton's going to get it done here as they come through the chicane. Quinton just takes it there, and through there you go. And any more deaths further back. Oh, Din! Oh, Din and AB Saints! Oh my word, there's a carnage. The death chicane is definitely back. They tried to go side by side as they continue on. Kenny cheering on Beans because Kenny is in that fight for the podium in chat as they continue on now. Rat around the outside, going to be in the lead as they head towards turn 1 once again. Alex probably going to break a little bit earlier here, try and fall in behind and maybe use that to his advantage later on in the race. I love the scratch marks on the side of Alex as well. You can see where all the action has been. But Quinton is in the mix now as well. Look at that. Quinton's broke away from Beans a little bit here as they continue now towards that right-hand king. AB Saints on the inside of Rapid GT as well here as they come towards that now. Any little contacts here there? No, look at that. Nice and clean from everybody. Oh, a little bit of contact there. Nothing major. Quinton goes for the move on Rats GT. This could be giving Alex Oh my word, this is good stuff. I didn't actually see Alex overtake Rats during that. Head towards the right-hander here. Alex is defending for his life here. Alex is absolutely trying to defend for his life. He has to defend into the right-hander. We go. Rats, I think, had a little bit of contact there. Quinton right behind. Oh, a little bit of slow apex speed there. Nice little bit of defensive driving from Alex here. They're going to be 2-3 wide. Alex is now going to have to decide who he gives slipstream to. As you can see, it's all sorts of action happening here as we head towards the chicane of death here. Everybody's in the fight for this victory. Absolutely everybody. And through we're going to go here. Oh, Quinton's close to that barrier. They all survive somehow. Oh no, I say all survive. Gary Horner's just gone absolutely to Narnia there. And Rats now going down the inside of Alex here and potentially trying to give Beans a bit of slipstream to bumper draft him. It doesn't quite work out here. Into the braking zone we go. Rats is on the inside here, but Alex on the outside. Oh, a little bit of contact here. Oh my word, I have no idea what's going on here. Oh, Alex has lost the lead. It looks like it's going to be Beans. It's going to be Beans from Alex. The championship could be decided in the sprint race. Quinton's up there as well. Oh my word. Beans gets it from everybody else. F for Alex in chat. Oh my word, I did not even see what happened on that last corner. Did Beans? Oh, that was a unbelievable finish. And off we go. Gary Hornet with an absolutely terrible start here. Is going to lose all sorts of positions here. Could be down to like P6, P7 sort of area by the time we get to the first corner. But my team into 51 is away. And Zachary is catching up very quickly as well, using that slipstream to his advantage here. They're going to be a fair few wide as we approach that first corner. Gary Hornet is dropping down the field due to that start. But as we head towards first corner, Zachary goes for the move straight off the bat here. Is he going to get it done? Zachary into the lead here. Gets it done. Beautiful move there from Zachary. And up he goes into P1. And further back, we are all sorts wide here. GTX already making his way through the field as everyone falls into place. Quinton and Alex now having a bit of a battle here. Oh, they're all side by side through the chicane. Is it going to work out? Oh, it does indeed a little bit. Zachary to the barrier. That's going to lose all sorts of positions. Quinton going for the Moses maneuver down the inside. Oh, he doesn't quite get it done. Rapid GT has to go defensive here. Quinton on the outside. Alex in there as well. Din, look at Din with the run on everybody here. Din with an absolute monster of a run. Heads towards the last corner. Going to get a few positions here on the inside of Alex now as well. But doesn't get it done there. Alex, look at that, maintaining a lot of speed through there. A little bit of contact there with Quinton. Nothing bad there at all. Nice clean screen. But here we are, 3 wide. Into the first corner we go. And oh, wrap it off into the gravel. That's going to open it up for everybody to have a little bit of a dice at the lead here. As Alex now gets it. Oh, a little bit of contact there. Use your radar, guys. Through Alex goes. Quinton looking to try and make moves as well. Zachary on the inside. They're 4 wide, heading towards the kink. 4 wide. Who's going to survive this one? Through we go. They all do. Look at that. Fantastic driving into the braking zone. Beans looking for the move as well. Where's Beans come from? Where's Beans has just come from absolutely nowhere and just straight up into the top 3 positions. And these 3 now looking to try and break away potentially here. Looking to try and get the double victory here. Be very impressive feat if he can do it. In the Christmas mystery machine as well. Zachary's back in there now as well. Zachary with a slipstream. Gonna go for the Moses maneuver here. As we look at Zachary, let's jump on board Zachary. Trying to go for the Moses maneuver. Is it going to work? As we head towards the braking zone, Zachary is in the lead. Does he get the braking right? He brakes extremely late. Perfectly done. Look at that. Well executed there by Zachary. The Moses maneuver. If you want to know how it's done, rewatch that. Clip it and watch it. That's all I can say. But line astern through turn 1 we go. From Beans, Rapid GT, Alex in there, Zachary's in there. Zachary's just actually overtaken Beans. Oh, here comes Rats with the run of the century once again. Oh, a little bit of contact there. Someone's like using the radar. Into the braking zone we go. Oh, big. Oh, Mikey, what the on earth happened to Mikey and all that? Oh, it's nasty to look at. It's nasty to look at. We will try and have a look at what on earth happened there. Been paid by Kenny. Yes, yes. I love that emote, Kenny. We can see Rats and Alex there side by side now, heading towards the first corner. And is Rats going to get this move done and dusted? Oh, a little bit of contact there in the braking zone. Rats is going to go completely too far there. They've all broke extremely late, and Rats. Oh, be careful, Rats. Coming back on circuit. Oh, there's a lot of hitting going on here. I think this race is going to have a huge investigation after it, if I'm honest, because Quinton's gone all the way to the back. All the way to the back. I think Kenny's bribed Beans a little bit. Oh, further back like that there. 3 wide once again. Oh, Alex down the inside of Rapid. Oh, what a beautiful move that is. What a beautiful move. Alex looking like he's going to get this done. Oh, they're equal. They're equal. Look at this. Oh, Rapid pulls back in here. Oh, it's going to be side by side with Beans here. Through the chicane. Oh, backed out of it completely. And it's all nice and tidy. Oh, it was all nice and tidy. Further back, this contact. The fight for P1 is on. Rapid GT's in there as well. Now, what do you do if you're Rapid here? Do you go for the move or do you stay behind? Entering the first corner. Here we go. Oh my word, look at that further back. Alex going for the move. Gets it done. Lovely little move there. And Rapid GT trying to keep that momentum going. Is he going to do it? He's on the outside of Beans here. Is he going to do this? Rapid GT with an absolutely stonking move there on Beans. Gets it done. And Quinton has just left. I'm not sure what's happened there with Quinton. So Quinton's podium hopes have gone now. And oh, it's going to be 3. These are your 3 for the victory here. GT Alex, Beans, Rapid GT. As they head towards the right-hander for one last time. Alex goes defensive. Beans trying to go around the outside. Oh, look at the wheel spin that Beans has got. My word, looks like Alex is going to keep it this time. Rapid GT's potentially got a run, but it's not going to have this slipstream. So it's going to be GT Alex who's going to be your victor here from Beans, from Rapid GT. Alex coming back with a vengeance there to get it. And Rapid GT, I think, nearly got it on the line. And everybody else comes across. Mikey there with P4. Good result for Mikey. Everybody else across the line. And an interesting race, that one. I will be honest with you. And let's see if that gap is closing. It is indeed. It looks like Big Mac has had the start here. Going to be on the inside, going towards the outside of turn number 1. Who is going to be in the lead after this first corner? Chewy's in there as well. Chewy looking for the move. Not quite going to work out. Big Mac trying to go around the outside here. Oh, works out beautifully. Big Mac into the lead there. What a fantastic move by Big Mac. As we head towards the chicane. And look, there's that gap with Crazy. Kenny is now up into P2. But we're going to have a side-by-side action here throughout the pack, which can get kind of deadly. We've seen that already. Oh, a few bits of banging there. I think there's going to end up with carnage further back. Indeed, there has been. Oh, huge carnage there. Infinity and Murray Moles are the ones who gets hung out to dry there. And we've already got a bit of carnage here. But there's a gap. Kenny's lost out big style as well in all of that. Supposed to hit the barrier on the exit. So it's not going well for Kenny at the moment. But further back we are 5 wide. Let's have a look at it. 6 wide even. I have no idea. Here we go. This is what Mini Madness started on. It's a good way to finish it. It's a little bit contact as they head towards the first corner for the final time in this sprint race. And they somehow all survive except Infinity, who gets left out into the gravel there. That's a bit unfortunate. But through they go, my word. And it looks like this is going to be crazy. It's crazies to lose here. B Racing 1's got an awesome run on Chewy here. Chewy's going to have to defend for his life potentially, but B Racing 1's not going to have the slipstream as they head towards the line. It's going to be Crazy winning the sprint race here. The final sprint race of Mini Madness. Crazy takes that from Chewy, from B Racing 1 and the Coops. And then further back, it's all sorts of side-by-sides there with P12 beating 54 and P13. I'm assuming it's going to be Vagabond there with that unfortunate incident at the chicane. So Kenny finished P5, which means he gets how many points? Let me have a look at this quickly. P5 is... where are the points? 15 points. So Kenny can only get 55 points now, which is 8 points higher than what he's got, which is still enough. So if Kenny wins, it's enough. If Kenny doesn't win, it's not enough. And if Crazy wins, Crazy overtakes. Now, what a finale that will be, eh? Ahead of Vagabond before the first corner there, 3 wide further back. Here we go. Into the first corner. Oh, the Pampers machine going for an ultimate send there. Does he get it done? Oh my word, he does indeed. A little bit of a nudge there potentially on Vagabond. Oh, he's come back on and Pampers machine has gone off here. Forest 4A off into the gravel. Eco Boost engine working out a treat for Crazy. into the first corner. De Coop's on the inside of Kenny as well. Kenny's in a bit of a vulnerable position here. Oh, he's on to the little bit of gravel there, but manages to survive that just, but that lets Crazy go a little bit further ahead. A little bit of a flash there, further back. De Coop's mustn't be happy with something there as we continue now towards the kink. And it looks like Infinity's looking for a move on Big Mac here in the kink. Gets it done. Through we go into the braking zone. It looks like Infinity's going to get this done, and Crazy's ready to pounce as well. Looking to get the move done on the inside. And through we go. Murray Miles has caught up to 54 again. So 54 going to be in the thick of the action. The hairpin here, the right-hander. Murray Miles is under, putting all sorts of pressure on 54. Crazy down the inside of Infinity. That's Crazy up and oh, look at Kenny down the inside. I missed that completely. Kenny, the opportunistic driver there, takes 2 positions. Thank you very much. Have a nice day. I'll take 4th position. That was Kenny there. Oh, it takes another one as well from Baz. Look at this. Kenny's absolutely monstering this. He wants that podium bad. Oh, they're going too wide further back. Big Man's going to end up in the barrier. Oh, huge crash. Huge crash. Oh, my word. I think Crazy was involved in that as well. We're going to have a look at the replay of that. But where is Crazy? Crazy's down in P9. Is Crazy going to go for the move, or is he going to go for bumper drafting? He has to decide now. He's got a lot of work to do to catch up. Bumper drafting it is. You can see it now. He's got to race smart. Has to race smart here. Let's jump to that lead battle with Kenny and Murray Miles. And is Murray Miles going to go for the move? Oh, BRC1 goes defensive here. Kenny, line astern there for those drivers. And Crazy looking for the move. Oh, BRC1's run a bit wide here. Crazy's going to go for the undercut. He can get this done beautifully if he nails it. And he does indeed here. This is all Crazy, I'm sure. Look at that, just on the inside, just. Though they need to stop fighting. It's 4.2 seconds now. Crazy is losing out with this fighting. He really is. As further back, we've got all sorts of battling going on here. Big Mac's leading that sort of mid-pack here at the moment. And 2, 3 wide further back there. The Coops, B-Racing 1, Big Mac, look at this. Side by side. Bad to the bone. Bad to the bone. I can't sing. Oh, through the kink, 3 wide. Lovely bit of driving, guys. Into the braking zone we go. Oh, a little bit of a tag there under Coops. Oh, a little bit of carnage happening there. Oh, a little bit of turning, and De Coops has gone off there. And that's unfortunate for De Coops. Let's jump to that lead battle now. Murray Miles still right on Kenny's trumpet here. Look at this. Through we go. I do think Kenny has this, unless it's an absolute monster incident at the chicane. You don't know. As they head towards the hairpin now for the final time here in Mini Madness. Is Murray Miles going to go for the move, or is he going to stick behind Kenny? Oh, he looks to get the move done now. This is what I call smart racing. Trying to get the move done on the last lap. It's the last lap that counts where you're going to finish. And is looking to get the move done now. But Kenny keeps that position for now. Let's just jump to the pack behind as they're line astern. But these aren't. Might be racing around the outside of Baz here. Oh, Big Mac's gone off a little bit. Big Mac's run a bit wide here. That's going to force a 2-3 wide moment there. Let's jump to the lead battle now. Kenny, Murray Miles, the 54. Through they go one last time. They all make it through. It looks like this could be Kenny's. Murray Miles looking to try and get the race victory here as well, I imagine. It's 0.2 of a second. It's down to 1.5 tenths now. Murray Miles potentially looking to go to the inside. Let's see what happens. Murray Miles does go to the inside here. Murray Miles under braking. Is he going to do this? Into the braking zone they go for the final time. Murray Miles down the inside. Kenny going for a wide line for the cutback. Is it going to work? Let's wait and see. Through there we go. And it looks like it's going to be Murray Miles. Let's quickly just look back quickly. Oh, Crazy's lost P4 to Chewy. Oh, he's looking to get the move. Cut back done there. That's interesting. It's Murray Miles versus Kenny. Murray Miles versus Kenny to head towards the line. It's down to under half a tenth, and Murray Miles gets it from Kenny. Then the 54. Further back is going to be Crazy. Then Chewy. Followed by B Racing 1, and then it's a close one between Big Mac and my B Racing. The Coops P9, Infinity P10 there. I think somebody's about to head into the pits there of Forest, and then Baz has had an unfortunate last lap there, it looks like. I'm not sure what has happened there, but my word, Murray Miles probably with one of the smartest racing strategies that I've seen today. Realised that it was the last lap that counts. Anything before that doesn't really count. So if you push along, happy days. Crazy didn't bottle it. He was involved in a slight incident at the chicane. That wasn't his fault, to be fair. It was just a big incident that he just got tagged in. And then nobody would help him to get towards the front. So before we jump to the overall final standings, here are the trophies for the podium finishers. If you can't see just quite who they are. We are going to zoom in a second to those trophies, and then we'll jump to the final standings, and then we'll jump to the livery competition. But as you can see, Kenny got P3 there, so that trophy has been sent to Denmark. We then have GT Alex there, and that was sent to Switzerland. And of course, the winner is the Frenchman Jomas, who I actually handed this trophy to personally. Now, actually, let's have a look at the final standings of the Mini Madness Championship. So as you saw from the trophies, Jomas is your winner, followed by GT Alex, followed by Kenny, and Lewis just missed out there, 7 points off that podium finish. So it is actually an IGTL 1, 2, 3, and technically 4 now, although Lewis wasn't a part of IGTL at the time, in the championship. So, you know, big domination there by IGTL. Crazy P5, so close to making the podium, but unfortunately that last race, that last big race, just unfortunately didn't go Crazy's way. You can see how close the championship was. Remember, best 4 of 6 rounds count. You know, 5 points separated the winner there, and looking down the leaderboard, it gets closer and closer. We're on page 2 now. Look at that. We have ties all over the place there. Booglar, Dave, Trevor, Nick, Ryan. DeCoops is 1 point behind Ryan. 2 more points is Rats. So close this championship. Every point counts, and it's going to count very much so in the future as well, in future championships. As we can see, a Woob now on 125. Quoid and Edmonds there, 125. TT Base, the Super VIP, 122 there. And again, look how close it is. It really is close. That's why every position matters. You know, racing smart, trying to stay out of trouble, it really does have a positive effect on your overall championship standings. Jump to page 4 here. We've got Adamo in there. We've got Gowdy Horner, another Super VIP there. I think we've already passed Bazinga, who is also a Super VIP. We've got a few Super VIPs now, a part of the community. These are people who've just gone the extra mile, you know, supporting the channel, whether it's through crazy emotes like Bazinga, or, you know, super donations like, you know, gifting lots of people membership on the channel. But even so, you can see all the results here. You know, Wi-Fi password, tie with Magic's here, there. And yes, let's jump on further. Tuscany, and these drivers just struggled a little bit, potentially didn't make all the rounds as we continue down the list there. Badella down in that bottom right hand side, and then finally we have the last of the drivers there on the left hand side. So they are your championship standings. Mini Madness is technically finished now, but before we actually jump to what is new, because that's right at the end of this video, there was one more trophy on offer, and it was the livery competition. So let me show you the video for the livery competition first of all. It showed you all the entrants. Anybody who raced could enter their livery into the competition, as long as you've used it in a race. And these were the entrants who wanted to show off their livery and compete for the trophy. Let's have a look at that video, and let's have a look who is the winner. So, as you can see by the name on the trophy, Super Dragon was the winner of that. And that glass trophy made it all the way to Australia and survived in the mail, which is amazing. And you can see Super Dragon's livery there. The Mystery Machine Mini Cooper, a fantastic livery. They were all fantastic liveries, to be fair. Lots of imagination, lots of funny stuff in there. It was absolutely brilliant. I thank each and every person who entered the livery competition who just made a custom livery anyway. Because, you know, there's lots of ways to win a trophy or win a prize in this championship. Creating a livery is one of them. And, you know, it just shows contribution to the championship, which is awesome. It's amazing how much effort you folks put in. And I've already seen with the new championship some new liveries already. And they're already looking stunning. There will be another livery competition winner. And remember, you have to race the livery at least once to be able to enter. It has to be your livery as well, of course. But without further ado, if you've not seen the video on how to enter, that will be played at the end. You can just click it at the end. However, which car are we using this year? If you've not seen the video, here it is.